I'm sorry, dude.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is JW with Data Music Experience. I am here with Room 101
Hey,
for the Triple Three podcast. We have Mr. Al Hodges here. We have, everybody knows the wizard, Mr. Les Bradford over here. They're going to be at the Twisted Lime on July 20th with Mud Pigs and Cinema Revival. Y'all go out there and check them out if y'all can. Now, Mud Pigs, is this going to be like the first time in a while they've been down here?
First time, like we were originally born in Chalmette and we played a bunch before Hurricane Katrina, and then the guys that I was in the band with, we all moved to Texas. I stayed there for about 5 years and we played out there a bunch. But we haven't played the greater New Orleans area in 15 years. So this will be the first
15
time.
15 years,
man.
people. 15
Yeah,
years.
It's time. You know?
Yeah, it's time for everybody to come out and show some love.
Yeah, that's right. Getting a little gray hair, long balls, and all
Yeah.
that. So we gotta start playing now. You know.
I hear you, man.
It's more high energy songs, rock and roll, raunchy rock and roll.
Raunchy rock and roll.
Yeah, Chalmette, New Orleans, Spring, Texas. All
Raunchy is only a Chalmation can do.
That's right. It'll be fun, man. We haven't played in a while out here, in Metairie, New Orleans, all that stuff. So it'll be fun. And getting to play with Sinners too.
Oh yeah,
and then,
Sinners is always
fun. So this is going to be a fun night. So Les is going to be doing double duty. And
I have been accused of being a
too.
Sinners groupie.
Look out!
I've been accused of that.
I love them, dude. They're a fun band to play, man.
Oh yeah, great guy.
Who's your favorite member?
All of them, man. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna call nobody like that.
Favorite kid, bro. You can't do that.
Actually, like I saw a post on Facebook
when
today.
it's not recording.
Yeah. It's like today I saw a post on Facebook saying, "Who's your favorite Gulf Coast band?" Well, fuck, I like all of them. I can't name them. You know?
Can't pick one.
I like all
So
of them.
many good ones.
I mean, people do have their favorites. I mean, I got my top three, but anyway, so they're here to play Triple Threat Podcast. Gentlemen, Triple Threat Podcast. We'll ask you 3 questions, however long it takes you to answer, how long the interview lasts. You ready to go?
Mike
Yes,
Savage.
sir.
Okay, I'm sorry, I jumped the gun.
He does it good. All right, Mr. Al, I'm going to start with you. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Al Hodge, and I'm from Chalmette, Louisiana. Born and raised in New Orleans. Love metal. Introduced to it by my cousin, who played an Ozzy record for me when I was a kid, and it changed everything. And then a huge Judas Priest fan too. Those were like the 2 bands that kind of opened up the window. Kind of a New Orleans historian for some of the scene from the 80s and 90s.
Oh, really?
And present too. I used to take a lot of pictures and videotape a lot of bands, and then I got a lot of that junk on YouTube and then up online too, just so we could have puzzle pieces of the history of the New Orleans scene.
Yes, I'm going to look that up. Now, do I go like Al Hodges on YouTube or something else?
Under Thunder Tyrant.
Thunder Tyrant, people. Look up Thunder Tyrant on YouTube for all the back action of the old days of the New Orleans metal scene.
Yeah, a nickname that Doobie from Graveyard Radio gave me many years ago.
All right, so you basically answered my first question.
All right.
You gotta mention a band name.
We are in Room 101.
No. An old band name.
Yeah, well, we first
No,
started
you,
playing.
you.
All right, we're gonna
Throw
we're
one
gonna
out
start,
there
we're
that no
gonna
one's
start.
heard in a while.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so when we first started playing together, this is back in 1987.
No,
we played in
before
a band.
me, Before me.
We played in a band called Avant Garde.
Avant Garde?
Yeah, so we played a couple of VFW shows and stuff like that. We
Okay.
played covers and had some originals. We had a friend of ours, Ross, on vocals, an incredible vocalist.
Ross Stevens. everybody knows
Still
him.
around town and stuff. He sang with Supercharger for quite a few years and stuff. And then life happens. Everybody kind of drifts and everything. And then it was like 30 plus years later. He's like, "Hey, you want to play some music again?" And he was, kicking around the idea of doing this Room 101 band. And I was like, you know what? I think that would be fun, man. I hadn't played in a while. Let me dust off the guitar and dust the rust off.
Now tell me, how did y'all come up with the name Room 101?
That's me.
Yes.
So most of you know I'm an English teacher. So Room 101 is from the novel 1984.
Oh yeah, I got a song called 1984.
And basically, if you've read the novel, you know that Room 101 is a personalized hell. So it's your worst nightmare.
Yeah, I got
So, not that the music's that bad, but,
We were kicking around names and everything, and that just kind of fit, and then we got together with our friend Jimmy. And
That's the one that passed away?
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jimmy.
Thank you, man.
Rest in
You know,
peace,
it's
brother.
been very difficult to say the least. You
I
know,
hear you,
like
man.
not
You
having
lose a
him
brother
around.
like that,
Yeah,
it's always difficult.
You know, it was a
Yeah,
best
he was a
friend and a
brother.
brother, man.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very hard. You know, you gotta make yourself get up. You gotta make yourself keep going. You know, and
You guys said, man, what would Jimmy do, man?
yeah.
Jimmy would still be out here rocking
You
with
just
guys,
miss being able to call the dude, or just
Yeah,
him and
I
I.
hear you,
You know,
dude.
we would all go grab something to eat afterwards, and then
Yeah.
Jimmy would. You know, I would always bother him to go grab a bite to eat and shit too. You know, go grab some tacos or some sushi over there in Mandeville and stuff. And
Got another
you know,
train coming through, folks, so if it gets loud, there's a train.
hey, my ride's here. I gotta go. So yeah, man, we missed the dude, and
Yeah.
it was. This is hard to kind of start dusting this off again because I didn't want to play music anymore after he
I
passed.
understand.
You know, I was done. You know, it was like that part of me died with him. You know, and then started talking with the guys in the Mud Pigs, and they said, "Hey, we're thinking about coming back and playing the show." I said, "All right." Well, I called them. I said, "Sinners, you guys want to play?" And he said, "We'll do it if you do a Room 101." I was like, all right, let's do it at least one more time and play the songs as an honor for Jimmy, you know.
So we got Anvil second.
So yeah, man, Anvil has been
Oh, I just heard y'all rocking out, man.
God
Yeah.
sent to help us out with this, man.
Anvil definitely kicking ass
This
with you guys.
dude, he's got a long history playing, beating the drums for many great bands, including Dead Rebecca in New Orleans and Chalmette, one of the greatest, bands that were way ahead of their time. And he's always been an incredible drummer, always. You know, and
Heard a lot of great things about Dead Rebecca.
It's an honor to get to play music with him because we did a little side band together with him back in 1989 called the Gumby Killers.
That's true.
Gumby
I
Killer.
forgot about that.
Yeah, man.
Was it a
Over-
spin-off to the little claymation Gumby?
Yeah.
Fuck,
It was
I
at
remember
the
that.
time, and this is when he lived on Karen Drive by his mom's house, and he had a great jam room, and we'd get up there, and we played all kinds of different
forgot
shit
all
and
about
stuff,
that,
and,
yeah.
and just school, work, all that stuff, it kind of fizzled. So this is the first time we played together since 1989, and it's
Awesome.
been an honor to get to play music with that dude again.
Well, man, like I said, I just heard you guys in rehearsal, and whether Anvil stays y'all's drummer or not, I think Room 101 still has a lot more room to cover, dude.
We're gonna
Like I said, if nothing else,
gonna check it out.
Jimmy would probably want to keep it going.
I know he's ready to keep it going. I know
it's tough,
I'm on
like
the fence, man.
Yeah, my brother, he's Frank Webb. He's Zero Herd, and whenever Pepper died, they shut Zero Herd down for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And eventually, now they're coming back. They're starting to get a lot of road shows, and now, like I said, they got a full band now. They're starting to kick ass. They're getting back out there. But
So I mean, I never say never because I really didn't think this was gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I was out, man. I was clocked out. I can turn my badge in.
Completely
uniform.
understandable,
Yeah,
dude.
I was done. Just going to watch sunsets like an old man, which I still do every day.
ain't nothing wrong with
Well, you're still
sunsets.
an old man.
Ain't nothing wrong with sunsets. All right, Mr. Les. Everybody knows you, but I want you to do it one more
Oh,
time.
jeez. What's the question?
Can you introduce yourself?
I am Les Bradford, a.k.a. The Wizard,
The Wizard.
and I am the bassist for Sinners Revival, former bassist from Room 101.
Well, right now, your current basis right now.
Well, I guess if you want to call it that.
How long that lasts is another thing, but your current basis.
But there you go.
There you go, bro.
About it. I'm a simple man.
Whiskey and cigar
There
extraordinaire.
you go.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get this interview started before I run out of memory. All right, phone memory. All right, so Mr. Al, what we do now? You basically answered the first question. The first question would have been, try to see if I can mix it up a little bit.
Getting crazy.
Yeah. All right. We'll just switch it up. Could you name a band or an artist that has inspired your style of play, style of singing, guitar playing?
Motorhead. Motorhead was always, when I remember first hearing about Motorhead, it was on the USA Network, and this gal introduced this band and says, they're their bio said, if Motorhead moved next door to your house, your lawn would die. I'm like, I gotta go find out who this is. I just fell in love with the band from there. And just, you know, Lemmy has always been a huge influence in just Motorhead in general.
Lemmy, man.
You know, of course, you know, Priest, Ozzy, Maiden, you know, when you're kids. And I remember having the first, like, little pack, like this little case that had 3 cassettes in it, you know, with Ozzy and Judas Priest and Iron Maiden. I was like, there's got to be more bands. And then I heard about this band called Exciter out of Canada that blew my doors off. That's still one of my favorite bands.
Exciter, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, man. They were like
I know Exhorder.
Yeah, but this was a band that started off doing speed metal. And Exhorder is an incredible band too. Always been a huge fan.
Yeah.
Big influence on.
Shout out to Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle is one of the best singers out there. One of the coolest
I missed them.
singers
They
out
were over at the Babylon chilling out, and Matt David got some pics with them. And I missed them. I was like, damn.
Super cool dude. Always down to earth.
I'll catch him one day if I can. You know, hopefully they don't split up anytime soon. But I'll catch him.
Oh
one
no,
day.
they just put out a fucking awesome record. They're getting ready to tour again.
I'm gonna catch them eventually.
The train rolls with those on board, and that's what's happened with Exhorder, dude. And they're gonna keep on going, and they need to.
I sure hope so.
They have a legacy to live up to, and that's what they're doing.
They keep the legends going until they can no longer go.
That's right. But yeah, so like all of that, you know, getting to hear about the underground bands and stuff, that kind of influenced me. I loved Wasp, the first record, Icon, the first Icon record, you know, Metallica, obviously. Warrior. Fighting for the Earth, one of the greatest albums ever written. You know, it's like that's the kind of stuff I like. Like, it was about between 82 and 84, that first wave of stuff that started to get signed. It was like this underground kind of, like, it was just bubbling and bubbling and bubbling, and finally burst, and you started hearing about all these bands. You went to Record Bar out by the Plaza, like Forest Plaza, go find an Import Record or Acorn Records in Chalmette, and you'd find, like, you try to outdo somebody.
The old record stores.
And you come home and you made a copy of it on cassette for your friends, and they bought something too, and you just traded out, and that was what we did. This was you know, before the internet. You know, you found out about bands. The magazines weren't really covering these bands, so there were some fanzines that you find out about, and then, you know, they'd have like a little blurb about this big and Circus Magazine or Hit Parader about these bands, and it was like, okay, let's go find out about them. And it just kept on going from there. You know, it's something about that type of music that just it brings you joy, brings you energy, and it's I love it. You know, I'll go back to the old stuff that I listened to when I was a kid and get rejuvenized by it. You know, it's like you recharge your batteries. So you always do that, but go find new shit too. Don't just get stuck in a rut.
Old shit.
You know, there's a lot of great new bands too.
Future shit.
A lot of great new bands.
Yeah. Shitload is like one of the greatest bands.
Shitload, that's a hell of a band name.
Yeah. Dummy Dumpster, they're awesome too. The Unnaturals. Man, there's so many great bands out of New Orleans. Man.
Well, could you describe?
And and all them.
I tried to make it to the Crowbar show, but they was. I had to work that night.
They have the longevity.
And I tried to make Down, man, but dude, when I went to buy the tickets, they were sold out. I was like, holy shit.
That was a packed crowd.
That was like 2 days. 2 days ahead of time, they were already sold out.
And it's a lot of love for those guys.
Oh man, I tried to make it.
That first record is right up there with the first Zebra record. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
You know? Great stuff.
So could you second question for you? Could you describe your musical journey and what led you to the metal rock genre? We've already covered these questions twice with Les. We still love you, Les. But we already covered it twice with you.
A friend of mine, Donovan Punch, used to play with Soylent Green. And a guy named Chance Bergeron.
That guy too.
And Glenn Rambo when he played with Soylent. Such a nice dude. Sadly missed. And Donovan showed me how to play guitar. And I got a lesson, maybe a month's worth of lessons from a guy named Barry at Bandwagon in Village Square in Chalmette. He was trying to teach me how to play. Mary had a little lamp, and I brought
Barry taught me.
Yeah, and I brought Metallica.
That's our Cinco back there, folks.
So I brought.
I'm gonna go back to Al.
Yeah, I brought.
Got 2 historians here.
Yeah, man.
No, wait. All right, I'm sorry, Al. I'm gonna jump in. Artsingle.com and all the bands and all that shit. Al was my inspiration. He did it first.
There you go. He did it first right here.
But yeah, so he was trying to show me Mary Had a Little Lamb. And you're 14. You want to learn. You know, I had to Kill 'Em All tape. I'm like, I want to learn how to play this Motor Breath song. And I watched them pick out the root notes, and I was like, okay, I'm out. And I wish I would have stayed and learned how to play lead guitar, but I was too impatient. I wanted to learn how to play like Hetfield did.
Yeah.
And then Art, I went by his house, and he showed me how to play Paranoid by Sabbath on the guitar, too. So that was like, dude, he was in a band called Holy Terror.
Fucking killer song.
Yeah,
dude.
and they were were
God.
like the Chalmette like gladiators.
Top
dude.
3 Ozzy songs.
yeah.
Little legend over here.
Yeah, man.
Michael sit in.
From Schallenberg to Buckley.
There you
Right,
go.
That's right. And he had this.
Wait, that's when I kick in.
He had this guitar with like these white cross stickers on it and stuff. And I remember sitting in this room going, wow, man, Emmett's showing me, Art is showing me this, this stuff.
So I'm playing with your mentor?
Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah, Art's real name is Emmett, in case you haven't caught the other
Sorry
news.
about that. I always try to stay incognito.
I answered both.
He's already let the cat out of the bag in the Center Revival interview.
No, look, my favorite Al story. I'm sorry to keep jumping in. But when Al came to my house, he's like, bro, do you have the first fucking release of the Kill 'Em All by Metallica? And I'm like, sure, dude, you want it? Just get the lyrics. Here you go, brother.
I was blown away. It's like, because the re-release didn't have the lyric sheet. He had the original pressing of
They
it.
didn't come with a photo?
No, it was just like the version that I had was like, it was just Kill 'Em All, and it was like plastic, and then they had the picture of them on the back. When I first saw that picture, I thought they were from Georgia because of all the acne. I was like, who are these dudes, dude? And then you listen to that.
I don't think I ever had acne growing up. I don't know.
So, but the chainsaw guitar Whiplash was like, I want to learn how to play like that dude, and that's
Fucking
it
right.
started from there, and just I mean, I love Randy Rhoads. I mean, Jesus,
yeah.
Eddie
Randy
Van
Rhoads,
Halen too. But just I was more like I like the rhythm guys, like the guys that played like a solid rhythm guitar. And Hetfield was one, the Wolf Hoffman from Accept is another one. I mean, there's a million of them. The guys from Trouble, those two guys, Jesus, that guitar sound, that crunch that they have, man.
Yeah.
That was a big influence on the New Orleans scene too. The St. Vitus guy, Dave Chandler as well, too. Super nice dude, very humble, and him and the Trouble guys, and the Melvins, Buzz too. That's another one. Those were guys that set the blueprints for the New Orleans bands to kind of like get ideas from, and in turn what we were influenced by the Meters and Crawfish Boils and everything Dr. John and Alan Toussaint, and you mix that with our state of mind here.
R.I.P. to Dr. John.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And Alan Toussaint, too.
And Alan Toussaint, yes.
So you take all of that, and you got the Melvins and St. Vitus and Trouble, and you throw that into what we were influenced by, and then that's your New Orleans scene, right?
So what was your bio for Room 101 on the webpage?
If Black Sabbath and Dr. John had a baby, this is what we'd sound like.
You sound pretty good. All right. Question number 3 has there ever been? I understand the passing of Brother Jim there, but has there ever been any obstacles, any adversities in your life that kind of got in your way of your musical journey?
Sure, life.
Anything you don't want to talk about, you don't have to.
I mean that. The last couple of years have been very over the top. One of my nephew was killed in a head-on collision, and then my mom passed away too, and it was rough. It was like boom, 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 and then losing Jimmy. It was like
they say it comes in threes.
Yeah, yeah. It was really just like, all right, you got to just take the punches and keep rolling it, man, and just have faith upstairs, brother, to keep going.
Man.
That's all you can do, And that's exactly what I do every day, and just keep trying to make it to the next day. Just make it to the next day.
That's sometimes all you can.
All you can do. It's just been a rough ride. I'm more of a fan more than like there's guys that like live to play music. There are, and I'm more of like a guy that likes to support the bands and just like listen to music and hear the nuances. Like, fuck, listen to that. I can't do that. I'm not good.
I don't know, man. When I just heard their rehearsal, man, I would beg different.
I'm kind of more of a tinkerer. I play around a little bit, but there's guys that do it.
Accent man.
I'm an accent man. I don't do a lot of leads, but I will do that salt bass shit on every riff, every song we got.
Truck coming through.
This is my other ride.
You got a lot of rides, man.
It's the train.
got a lot
ride,
of people.
Got a kayak coming around the corner. Got a parasail up the
Fucking
sky.
kayak, right? Yeah.
Got a long ride home.
You got a P-roll coming on.
That's right.
All right, well, look, is there anything y'all want to talk about Room 101? Anybody, about your upcoming show? Anything?
So tonight
Mud Pigs, if you want to,
Yeah,
we'll
we're going to talk about that. We'll do Room
Mud Pigs,
101
man.
real quick.
Yeah.
This was the first time practicing without Jimmy. Bittersweet, we'll say that. It was just hard to
It sounded great, bro.
playing and then looking behind you and he's not there. But
Yeah.
Mike, the Anvil, has been a godsend in helping us out with this.
Yeah.
And we're going to get through the show and do a little tribute to Jimmy and play the songs at least one more time, and we'll see
That's
where it
cool,
goes from
man.
there.
Yeah, like I
You
said,
know.
hopefully it becomes something. But if not, hey,
Like I said, never say never, man. Never
Yeah.
say never. It's a possibility. It can go on from here. We're just testing the waters, and we'll go from here. And as far as like the Mud Pigs go, it's a faster paced, high energy.
it's gonna kill me. I'm gonna miss that show, man.
rock
But
and roll, man. It's all
I'm going
about.
out to the Josh Thibodeau.
We have a song
Memorial.
called "Rock, Drink, and Fuck."
Oh fuck! Hey, I tell you what, Les. That show. If you give me some merch, dude, I'll pay for it.
Room 101 merch?
We're gonna have one table with everything on it.
We got 3 small shirts.
I need patches, pins, stickers.
We got 3 small
so
shirts
then,
left.
come on out. It's July 20th at the Twist of Lime. It's going to be
July 20th.
Mud Pigs, Sinners Revival, which is an incredible band, incredible guys.
Sinner Revival and Room 101.
And Room 101. So Les will be doing double duty, and then I'll be doing double duty. Les is going to go back to back, and then I'll have an intermission, and then jump on stage with the guys in the Mud
How do you
Pigs.
think Mud Pigs will make a return?
We live in 2 different states,
Yeah.
so it's usually we'll do like a reunion show over in Texas, and then this is like we did one last year, and then this year is like the reunion show here in Louisiana.
15 years is a long.
It's a long time, man. So it's you don't realize how fast things go until you look back. It's like, wow, Jesus, it's already 15 years.
So y'all better make that show, everybody. July 20th at Twist of Lime to see Mud Pigs Room 101, because it may be another 15 years for the comeback.
Yeah, get on the phone and call somebody.
That's right, yeah. Go to that phone and call somebody.
Tell 'em.
Well, everybody, this has been the JW with the JW Music Experience. This is Mr. Al Hodges of the Mud Pigs at Room 101, and this is Les Bradford. I didn't ask him many questions because I've already had him on 2 podcasts already.
Right.
So, like I said, go look up those podcasts. It was Les Bradford, I think, was like the 2nd or 3rd interview I did. I also got him in the Sinners Revival podcast. But yeah, y'all check out July 20th, Twist of Lime, Mud Pigs, Sinners Revival at Room 101. Go out there, show some love, buy some merch, because that's what pays the gas to get them here.
And the Hawk 2 girl is going to be there, and the Wingstop chick will be there, too.
Oh, the Hawk 2 and the Wingstop. Be Hawk 2 and all of your wings, huh?
Come on out, come hang
All right,
out.
everybody, this is JW.
JW, thank you for doing this.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not a problem. Yeah, this is JW, and I will see you guys at the next show. Come out July 20th.
Ow!